Oh, what's going on, guys? Got a special one here today. What could that be? This is coming to us from Urban EDC Supply. Hence the Urban EDC Rexford Rut being used to open this. Is that some foreshadowing? Let's take a look. Slice it to the side, try not to cut up what's inside. Alright. And what do we have here? Divo Chaser. So I wasn't actually familiar with Divo Knives until I came across this on Urban EDC. But I saw it, it was pretty interesting, and I decided I kind of wanted to just go for it. So this is a very low expectations kind of first impression unboxing, because I'm not familiar with Divo at all. This is my first experience with them as a whole. If I'm being completely honest too, I didn't even look at specs, so I don't know even what to expect in terms of size on this guy. So let's get in here and take a look. There is a blue microfiber with some stickers stuck to the blue microfiber. Oh, branded microfiber. I'm not sure if you guys can see that in the corner. I'll show that later. Some slaps, Divo Knives, and the model is the Chaser, and that's a pretty cool sticker. Just cool little design, I like that. Anyway, another little microfiber lens cloth type thing, and oh wow, that looks cool. Oh, that's right, this color comes with the extra hardware that's supposed to match the blade, because the tabs that go into this knife, specifically I saw Urban EDC and Divo talking about it, the tabs that go into the pivot and hold the clip don't match perfectly. As you can kind of see right there, you can see some dark shades. Those are the tabs. They couldn't get the ano completely perfect to match the Blurple. Apparently the tabs are a different thickness and require different voltage, and they just couldn't get the consistency down. So they threw in that extra hardware pack so that way you can match the blade and clip if you prefer that. But I really don't mind the slightly off matching. I think that that'll kind of wear in over time, and some good action. This thing is on bearings. As we take a look here, blade steel is S90V. Obviously the handles are titanium. I believe all the versions have some sort of texture or pattern to them. Obviously this one is the Seigaiha from Urban EDC, which they did a phenomenal job on, by the way. Backside pocket clip. Pocket clip's cool, pretty simple, pretty basic. Jimping's a little higher up than I'm used to on the blade, but that's okay. That works well with the ergonomics on the knife from what I've felt so far. This thing is smaller than I thought, and with that being said, let's jump into some of those tech specs. The blade is 3 inches. Overall open, the knife is 7 inches. That blade is 3 millimeters thick, or 0.11 inches. It comes in at 3.3 ounces for weight. It is a liner lock and made by Kubi in China, which I don't mind here. It doesn't bother me. I don't associate where it's made with quality right off the bat these days. So anyway, let's take a look here. Some quick size comparisons. Spyderco Domino is one of my go-tos every day, so I like to use this as a baseline comparison. It's obviously a little bit bigger than the Chaser, but I know the Domino is discontinued, so I also broke out this Endura 4 because this is probably a little bit more common. People probably handled this a little bit more than the Domino, but this is significantly larger than the Chaser. But man, an Endura feels good in hand still to this day. But yeah, I mean, after handling those two, it does make the Chaser feel even smaller in hand. It's not a small knife by I think most people's standards. A little bit smaller than I personally like for that sweet spot in size for my knives. But I do like the ergonomics on this. It feels good in hand. That size isn't bad, but I can tell that that's probably going to keep it from getting some pocket time with me personally. But other than that, build quality, materials, everything's real rock solid about this thing. Action's good. That pattern looks phenomenal. The coloring is great. The Blurple looks phenomenal on the waves. I know there's the flipper tab or the pivot tab issue, but that's not the biggest deal to me. I can get past that. Pretty sure it'll wear in and the knife will look good as it gets carried. But yeah, that's my first impressions on the Divo Chaser. If you guys made it to the end here, I appreciate you for sticking around. And I'll see you in the next one. Maybe even have some follow-up thoughts on this thing as I get some more carry time with it. Catch you guys later.